Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. We have some exciting news that we are really excited to share. The 2022 Seller of the Year Awards have been finalized, and we have the winners to unveil to you today. Several of our winners and top sellers are on this video with us today, but we're keeping them behind the scenes until we unveil who they are. So just stay with us. First, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Seller Awards and what it is and why we've done this. Back in July, we kicked off the Seller of the Year Awards for top Amazon sellers and new Amazon sellers. And between July and the end of September, we received almost 200 nominations. Amazing stories about and success stories from sellers. We learned all about what tools they use, seeing so much amazing year-over-year growth. Some really cool products that have been launched that have led them to success. So it's been a great learning experience for us to learn more about all of the Amazon sellers that are out there. And we're excited to share some of their success with you today. But why did we do this? It was also just because we work with Amazon sellers day in and day out, and we know it is extremely hard to be successful on Amazon. You have Amazon compliance issues. We've had the pandemic and supply chain issues to deal with. Just there's so many Amazon policies, so much competition. And we just wanted to reward sellers for, the success that they've had on Amazon and really highlight them. So a big thanks to our sponsors for helping us out here to promote this event and help us to give away over $10,000 in cash and prizes to our top Amazon sellers. So we have 5 winners that we plan to share with you today. And several of them, like I said, are on the call or video here with us today. And so they will share some tips and how they've been so successful. But first, I just wanted to say thank you to our sponsors. We have some amazing sponsors, and one of them is Ryan Kramer here with Frisbee, formerly First Choice Shipping. So he's going to be our MC today. But I also wanted to thank our other sponsors. We have Cavilli and Company, E-Commerce Chris, Fortunate, Gatita, Kick Further, Quartile, and Spot. So a big thanks to all of those sponsors. We really appreciate all of your support. And now I will turn it over to Ryan, who's going to MC our event today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Colleen. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Lots of great people already tuning in. And as a sponsor and also as a person who's been in the space for a long time, I just want to say this was a really exciting event that we got to put on. It was different than any other sort of award. I would think like an Academy Award. There was voting. There was there's no politics involved. It was just who we thought was who represented the best seller. It could be a person who's, all the way from the selling for the first year, or it could be somebody who's been selling for 10 plus years. So what that looks like in the eye of every person who got to participate in it, it was so amazing. And the winners, I think you're going to be not just shocked, but I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So excited about unveiling that. So just to confirm, we're talking about calling with you. We're going to be talking about the second place or first runner up for top seller of the year. Is that correct?
Sorry, with me today?
Oh, yeah. I just want to confirm that's the person we're going to be announcing right now. The second runner up.
No, sorry. The first one we're announcing is our new seller of the year.
New seller of the year.
Number one new seller of the year.
New seller of the year. Okay.
Yes. And this seller has a very unique product. It was very exciting. And it's a product that you might even need at the holidays coming up at Thanksgiving. So if you'd like to fry a turkey, but I'll go ahead and turn it over to Ryan and see if he can welcome on our new seller of the year.
No problem. So the number one new seller of the year, and it's going to be the recipient of a $2,500 software and services package from our sponsors, is going to be Laura Lady, the founder of Fryaway. I'm going to go ahead and pour on Laura right there. There she is. Laura, congratulations, and big time congratulations on winning top new seller of the year.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor, and I'm extremely excited to receive this award. It's been, a relatively short time since Fryaway launched. We launched last year, and as anyone who sells on Amazon knows, it is not easy. So
I bet.
It's been a year of tremendous ups and downs. This is an incredible up, an incredible high. And I'm very grateful for the recognition and for the award. Thank you.
That's amazing. So as a new seller, just to be clear, you've been selling. When did you start selling on Amazon?
Started selling on Amazon last year,
Okay.
towards the end of the year. So really started September of 2021 on Amazon, and then really we just completed our first full year selling on Amazon, and been a tremendous learning curve. To learn all of the ins and outs, and to kind of figure it all out. And I think being recognized with this award is incredible validation that we're doing something right. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, that's a testament to you. Have you ever done anything like e-commerce, or have been an entrepreneur before this? What got you kind of into not just the Amazon space, but to create a product yourself in the competitive market space, like e-commerce?
So I am a marketer and product developer by career. I worked in the toy industry for almost 20 years for some of the largest toy companies in the world. And I was very fortunate to work with some very talented product designers, strategists, marketers, and brand builders to launch some really exciting projects. And I think working in the toy space is already very entrepreneurial. So making that transition from toys to starting my own company, creating my own product and launching it felt very natural to me. What I did not have a ton of experience with was working with Amazon directly. And so that's where the learning curve has been. But I've had really great mentors along the way that have helped me. And then I've really made use of every possible resource that Amazon offers. And I really credit that to our success, just making sure that we're taking advantage of every single resource, every pilot program that's offered, we're on it.
Absolutely. So for those who might have looking for tools or resources, you can give them a shout out if you want to. I know you've listed to them, but there's anyone in particular, doesn't have to be any of us, but ones that you would point new sellers to specifically?
Sure. In terms of campaign management, advertising, I've worked closely with Takeometrics. I love the Takeometrics team, and I use their managed services and very happy with them. They've been great partners. And then I've worked with services similar to Getita, which are also fantastic resource. Just, it happens to everyone. Your product gets lost and you need a way to get some of that money back. And so they're another great resource. So I think there's just so many services out there for new entrepreneurs on Amazon to tap into that I think you need to tap into those and realize that you don't have to do it completely on your own. And honestly, I've also signed up with Frisbee recently, actually before you became Frisbee, to start on European expansion. We're ready to take on the world.
Well, that leads me to my next natural question is, what does 2023 look like? Now you got a year under your belt. You're no longer a newbie. You know what to expect, right? It's easy goings from here, but what's the next step for you guys in Fryaway?
A lot of exciting things happening right now. We're actually launching into retail next week. We're launching into over 1,100 Kroger grocery stores, which is
amazing.
Very exciting. Thank you. So we're effectively now an omni-channel brand, which is extremely exciting.
On your first year, look at that.
Yes, and then yes, Europe is next. We're actively looking at making that jump, and we're excited to go there and to find the right partners to get us there.
Awesome. That story right there, I think a lot of people can look at and just know that they're on the right track. They keep plugging away. They find that right product. And again, I don't know if Colleen, we're going to link out to this Amazon store just to check it out. You guys can search Fryaway on Amazon storefronts. Laura's doing fantastic stuff. The listing's amazing. They're just doing such great things, taking advantage of Amazon Post, subscribe and save, Launchpad. We heard all the things that you guys are taking advantage of. So congratulations again, Laura Lady, founder of Fryaway. You're a recipient as the #1 new seller of the year of over $2,500 in software and services from our amazing sponsors. So congratulations once again.
And a huge thanks to Laura for joining us from the Dominican Republic today.
Right, you're on
her
vacation.
So we really appreciate you taking the time to join us. And I also just wanted to mention, Laura has amazing feedback and reviews on Amazon. Just the graphics, the images, the infographics that you've done. It just really, tells a great story about your brand. And like I said, Thanksgiving's coming up. So if you fry a turkey, it's a great time to buy.
Fry is the way to go.
That's the time. Yeah.
So
start ordering now or
list.
they're going to sell out. Exactly.
That's
so
right.
Thank you so much, Laura. Congratulations again. Go enjoy the Dominican Republic. I wish I was there. But hey,
you work hard and play
vacation.
hard.
That's right. Vacation. That's how it goes. Thank you guys very much.
No
Thank
problem.
you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. Awesome. What a great story there, Colleen. I think that's just something that I think a lot of not just myself as a service provider, I think you as well, helping people like this to get to that next echelon, that next, that achievement is such a cool story to hear. And I know there's many other stories we get to announce here after Friday. So that being said, right, the next natural progression we need to talk about is we're going to go over to top seller of the year. I believe that's is that
actually
correct?
First, let's just touch on our runner-up for new seller of the year. Unfortunately, they could not join us today, but I still want to give them a shout out. So Fryway was our #1 new seller of the year, but we had an awesome company who was the runner-up for new seller of the year, and they received a $1,000 software and services package from Ecom Engine, and the winner was B-Tan. So a little bit about B-Tan. We'll share a link to their Amazon store there in the comments, but they're a body tanning solution with 100% vegan ingredients. They use recycled materials for their packaging, and they've had rapid sales growth year over year in the high triple digits. But not only that, not only just the revenue that we looked at, they've launched several additional products this past year. They've earned the best seller badge for their category of self-tanners, and they've had over 30,000 reviews on their product. So we know it's hard to get 30 reviews or 300 reviews or 3,000 reviews, but as a new seller who's only been on Amazon for less than 2 years and they have over 30,000 reviews is just absolutely amazing. So I think it really speaks to their product. And then in addition to that, they have a 100% seller feedback rating.
Wow.
They have a fairly small presence internationally on Amazon, but they're preparing for rapid expansion as well. So similar to Laura, they saw a lot of success on the US Amazon marketplace, and now they're looking to expand internationally. And also similar to Laura, they use Amazon Launchpad to help launch their products. They use Amazon Brand Analytics and search query reports to identify opportunities. And they really focus on all sorts of Amazon advertising. They just really take advantage of Amazon, the whole advertising channel. And then Andrew Bonasso, their senior manager of global Amazon Marketplace, he said that the key to their success is really staying in stock and making sure that their whole company is aligned internally around all of their inventory. So making sure that you have a really good, clean inventory process is important, because when you have a product that's selling like hotcakes, if you run out of stock, you're running out of opportunities for money. So
absolutely,
making sure you stay in stock is key.
Great tip for advertising, marketing, and sourcing supply chain to be communicating all the time to know when promotions are happening and when inventory is happening and going to be in stock. That's 100% key for success on Amazon. So congratulations, B-Tan. Awesome. Now I guess we're moving on to our top sellers of the year. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes,
now we're on the top sellers of the year, which is a big drum roll. I know a lot of people are excited about that. So first and foremost, we're going to announce our third place or second runner-up for top seller of the year, and the recipient of this is going to win a $1,000 prize. It's actually going to be Pinkfong USA, otherwise known as Baby Shark. Jenny Choi is the sales manager of consumer products. Don't know, is Jenny here today? I don't think so.
She has not been able to join us yet, but she may come on. So if she does, we'll give her a chance to chat. But otherwise, we can go ahead and just share a link to their store. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with Baby Shark. If not,
I was going to say,
you must be living under a rock.
I was going to say, Baby Shark. So the question I was going to ask them is, what came before? Is it the chicken, or what came before? Was it the YouTube video that went viral and sensation, or was it the products? But we'll have to ask her a little bit later. But Baby Shark, as everyone with a child knows, is a a hit 10 billion views recently. But they launched several great products with fantastic reviews and impressive growth on Amazon. And we liked how engaged they were with the Amazon's product programs, including Prime Fall Event, Prime exclusive discounts, sponsored ads, and earning the Amazon Choice Badge, as well as their team. But working towards international expansion, which is important. Baby Shark translates well to children all around the world. They're utilizing Amazon FBA in Canada and India, Mexico, and even Amazon Vendor Europe is in the works. Some major accomplishments that they actually achieved in 2022. They were the #1 most watched video again on YouTube in history. The Baby Shark dance, guys, 10 billion views. That's more than the amount of people are on this earth. So literally, if every person on this earth watched it at least once, they have exceeded that. But they were named Time 100 most influential companies. Super fantastic. There's only 100 of those, obviously. And they launched a new IP called Babyfin on YouTube, which surpassed 1 million subscribers in just 3 months. And that's spelled BEBFINN. If you have a child under the age of, I'm assuming 5, you're going to need to subscribe to that YouTube channel today, if you haven't already. But tools they use: Ecom Engines, Feedback 5, Techometrics, BFCN, the Prime Fall Event, which was just recently, top deals, Prime exclusive discount, sponsored ads. The list goes on and on. But that is a fantastic use of the tools at their hand, but also the content. Content kind of leads the way, which drives product sales on different omni-channel opportunities. So really great to hear. Hopefully we'll get Jenny if she can hop on. I'm assuming they're busy this time of year like everyone else here. But moving on, if we could, to our second place or first runner-up for top seller of the year. Drumroll, please. And the recipient of the $2,500 prize is going to be Shar Anderson from the Anderson Group. And we have Shar in the studio with us. I'm going to go ahead and bring her up. Where's she at? Shar Anderson. Let's go. There she is. Shar,
Hey,
congratulations.
thank you very much. When I got the message, I messaged Colleen back and I said, "Are you spoofing me? Really?" I thought it was some sort of weird thing she was doing.
You thought somebody was not using Colleen. Someone else was using Colleen's email.
Well, or
right?
she was
So,
trying to do some sort of joke. Because I've known Colleen a long time.
a long time. Well, you've had such a fantastic, you're doing so many great things, and we can actually, your training group, Wholesale Sourcing Experts, which is really cool. We'll actually link onto that. You've actually done so many cool things over your career on e-commerce. I would love to hear from you. What's that journey been like for you to today? And I'm sure ups and downs, but what's that kind of story look like?
I started in e-commerce on eBay, like a lot of people did back in 1998, I believe. And I started on Amazon in 2001. So I'm moving into my 22nd year on Amazon.
Wow.
And as Amazon allowed third-party sellers to do more, I went with it. So when first it was only books, and then it was products that were merchant fulfilled, and then it was FBA. And I've been along for the ride the whole time. It is an up and down ride. And as others have said, Amazon isn't easy, but it's very rewarding. And I don't think I'd want to do anything else.
I love that. You want to do anything else? And to be clear, you're not in the Dominican Republic. You are.
No, I'm in Bora Bora right now. No, actually, I'm in snowy Wyoming, planning my next trip to Bora Bora. That's one thing Amazon awards me as a month in French Polynesia every year.
That's amazing. I love that.
That's why one of the reasons I love it so much.
So, Shar, what's been the most, I guess this year for a lot of people in the last couple of years has been so different, and there's a lot of curveballs that get thrown our way. What's one major thing that you've had to overcome, especially if you're doing something like a sourcing experts group or a mastermind, if you want to call it that? What was the major thing that you've had to overcome?
I think supply chain was an issue for everybody, but fortunately for me, that cleared up by late fall of 2020. So things are far better now. So that first bit of COVID year supply chain was an issue. And then we had that month where you couldn't send to FBA. So I had to pivot immediately. I think that was April of 2020, where there was a moratorium. And so I had to pivot and turn everything into Fulfilled by Merchant and get everything in and go that way. And I was not set up for it, but you do what you got to do, right? I work at home. I'm a single person business intentionally. I'm not good at supervising people, so that's why I don't. I've learned my strengths in that. And so I think the biggest thing you have to learn in this business is something's going to change every morning when you wake up and you open up Seller Central on Amazon. Something will be different. I can't say what it will be, but you can guarantee something will be different. And you have to be able to roll with that and turn on a dime.
Yeah, education is 100% correct. You have to constantly be learning. I think if you rely on strategies or softwares that were, strong back then and nothing has changed, I say back then, like 2 or 3 years ago, Amazon's going to bite you in the butt. You have to be on top of the ball all the time. I also want to highlight just real quickly, you've not just built brands, but you've mentored new sellers. You authored books. You've also met with members of Congress.
Mm-hmm.
This is exciting to know about online seller issues and Marketplace Fairness Act. Tell me a little bit about that and what you're doing.
I'm from Wyoming, which is a small state, and we have 2 senators and 1 representative, the least in the country because we're the least populated state.
Sure.
And I was in Washington, D.C. for a trade show. And prior to that, I had contacted one of our senators and asked if I could meet with him while I'm back there. Yes, no problem. He happens to be the senator who authored the initial Marketplace Fairness Act, which was a big deal at that time. It was huge. So I got to meet with him and realized it was an eye-opening experience that just because they offer a bill, they have no clue what it's about. He did not know the impact to those of us who sell on marketplaces. He had no clue. So I kind of tried to educate him a little bit and met with his staff who actually authored the bill, because that's what happens. It was a really interesting experience. It was kind of eye-opening about how the government works. And I've been involved a little bit with the California and the Pennsylvania sales tax issues, working to get those so it serves third-party sellers better. Because
right. Sounds like a new passion that you're developing.
Well, I hate it, actually. I'd rather be selling stuff, but it's self-protection. That's how I look at it, as I have to do it to protect myself and my business. As a one-person business, it would be very, very difficult. I sell about 60,000 units a year of various products. That's a lot of stuff to pack and ship and order and process and all of that. So I don't want to spend my time doing taxes. So it was kind of a self-preservation for me.
Absolutely. So are there things you've learned along the way that help you with that? You said you're a one-person show. So if there's someone listening to this and they're a one-person operation, what do you rely on in terms of either tools or resources in that regard?
Software tools, Restock Pro, #1, no question. I could not have grown to $1 million sales a year without it. I've tried other restocking and inventory solutions, and while good, they just didn't work the way my brain worked. So Restock Pro is the biggest one by far that's helped me grow. I think the other thing that's helped me be so efficient is having a workspace layout, which is the spare bedroom, that is a process that goes from unpacking to finish in a linear fashion. So I don't have to get up and move to another station. I don't have to reach around to get the poly bags. It's all very, very efficient. And I can process, over 1,000 items a day. It's just being really efficient. And the secret is I sell small stuff.
Right. That is key.
And that was an intentional choice on my part. Most of it is not breakable. The few more expensive things could be, but my mantra has been small, light, and expensive. So if I can get 500 units in an 18 by 14 by 12 box that has $1,500 worth of profit in it, that's how you do it.
Those are good numbers. Good math is I like to say, make math
and
work.
They're 100% wholesale sourced, replenishable. I don't have to go looking for them. I used to do a ton of trade shows, and that would be all my sourcing, but I haven't been to a trade show in 3 years, and you can imagine why.
Well, you're busy and you're a one-person show, so it's hard to step away from all of that. Well, that's so amazing. So, what is the next step look for you? What does the future look like for growth?
Interestingly, I tried Europe and realized where I live, very rural Wyoming, it's almost impossible to get your products at that time, because I can't say for now, get your products to, say, fulfillment centers in the UK in a cost-effective manner.
Okay.
You could, at that time, you use DHL partner shipping was the cheapest way.
Sure.
Well, we don't have DHL here. So I had to box up my box and send it to a DHL outlet in Salt Lake City, Utah. They would open it, take it out, and then it would go on the DHL process.
Sure.
But secondly, a lot of my products are made in Europe, so that kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So
right. Going back,
I put that on the wayside, and my goal is to just keep getting more and more efficient and selling more stuff. I've not capped out the product lines at most of my suppliers. I've been picking and choosing, and I just need to move further down their product line and move on that way. I've also started 3 brands on Amazon where someone's making the product for me in the US. Okay. And it's now branded on Amazon, and each one has their own store. So I'm looking at that way as a way to expand in the similar product niche that I'm in.
I love that. Well, that you have so much going on for one person. I just don't know how you do it. Also, that's just amazing to hear. Again, the stories keep getting better and better as we keep listening to. This is why they're our top sellers, guys. This is amazing, and all the congratulations to you, Shar, and your group, your wholesale sourcing group, and it can be linked in to the bottom.
The group is the most fabulous people you could ever want to meet. Interestingly enough, we're somewhat circumspect about what each of us sells, just because if you're wholesale sourcing, you want to keep that private. But they are the most helpful bunch of people I've ever known in my life. If one person runs into a problem and somebody else has had the same problem, they will spend an hour walking them through how to fix it, or they will call them, or they will get on a chat with them and fix it. And I think that's just so incredible that people are willing to give their time and energy to help others.
Yeah, and selling on Amazon can be a very lonely space, right?
It can,
very lonely job. So having, making friendships and peer industry, relationships to help each other out is important. And almost every Amazon seller I know that's been successful, they have a solid group of other Amazon sellers that they trust and share ideas with and help each other
commiserate
out.
With and complain and
all the above.
Cheer when somebody had 20 some boxes that had been lost by Amazon for like 6 months, and they've been going and going and going, and they finally got reimbursed for them yesterday, and it was like we were all celebrating. It was fantastic.
I love that. Well, hey, thank you so much for spending some time from snowy Wyoming. We're hopping all over the world here, but we appreciate you just spending a little bit of your time here to congratulate you and give you recognition, well-deserved recognition.
Thank you.
For all you've done throughout the year. So congratulations. And our second runner-up, or second place, our first runner-up, as we like to call it, Shar Anderson. Thank you so much for hopping on today.
Thank you, Shar.
No problem. All right, moving right along. I know, oh man, so many great stories, Colleen. Just more and more, they get better and better. And I think that we've hit another fantastic, a person and with a great story. I'm hyping them up right here. So our number one top seller of the year is ready to go. I'm looking at them right now. They're excited in the background, but they are going to be recipient of a $5,000 grand prize. They are Lakanto, and they're joining us via their director of e-commerce, Jordan Heyer. Jordan, congratulations. Let me find you where you are in my screen. There he is. Jordan, congratulations for being our top seller of the year. Amazing stuff, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
I was going to say, as the director of e-commerce, does this mean that you get a bonus, or you get to go to your boss right now and say, look at what I did for all of us as the top seller of the year? That's the first question we want to know.
Fingers crossed, right? You never know what's going to happen, but
hopefully they're watching.
We can always set our eyes and expectations high.
Absolutely. Well, I just want to say, so for Volcanto, tell us what it is. The brand itself. I know when I was looking through all the different brands that were submitted. Again, we talked about close to 200 that were submitted here. What makes it for you guys that you think that was well worth? You guys stood out the above everyone else.
Yeah, of course. Great question, Ryan. And again, just want to thank Colleen and Ecom Engine for this fantastic opportunity for us to be a part of. But to talk a little bit about what Lecanto is and our products, and then go into some of the successes that we've had on Amazon. So we are the original and leading natural sugar alternative or sugar replacement, focusing on monk fruit. So it was founded and created by our parent company's founder, Mr. Soraya, back in the 90s. So being diagnosed with diabetes, he had to find a way to enjoy his sugar, his sweets, his cakes, his cookies, his treats, without affecting his blood sugar. So he got a group together. They went out and tried to find the best sugar alternative, natural sugar alternative replacement. And they came up with the process that we currently still use today with our monk fruit sweetener. So it's emphasizing, like I said, in monk fruit, but then a little addition of natural occurring erythritol to balance out the sweetness of the monk fruit, just so that we can make it as close to a 1-to-1 sugar replacement as possible. So this is our classic bread and butter monk fruit sweetener product right there.
Wow. You came ready with product and everything.
Yeah, a lot of you have probably seen it out on the shelves in brick and mortar grocery stores, online, wherever else. So we have that white sugar replacement, the raw cane sugar replacement, brown sugar replacement, baking sugar replacement, powdered and confectioner sugar replacement as our core foundation products. And a big thing that also sets us out is our patented proprietary technology that we use to bind and coat every single grain and speck of erythritol with monk fruit. So then every time you use our product, whether it be tearing it open for the first time or scraping the bottom of the pouch, it's the same consistency, the same taste, the same texture, same everything that you get every single time. And we have 30 years of perfection of our premium blend of premium brown and core foundation products, and competitors there that are just not up to our standards and up to our levels yet. So they have inferior products that don't have the same consistency, don't have the same taste, same quality. It's all over the spectrum. So, well, we're taking over the grocery category, online, like I said, online and brick and mortar in grocery stores. And now we have over 70 products that utilize this core product right here. So they range from powdered and liquid sweeteners to baking mixes. So cookies, muffins, breads, pancakes, ready to eats like granolas, candied nuts, mini crunchy cookies, all different types of spreads, different types of syrups as well, chocolates, so much more. So we're super excited. But then the 4 key pillars that we are built upon is obviously being sugar alternative and sugar replacement company is reduced sugar, sugar-free or no sugar added in our products, as well as better for you products, and then great tasting products. And then the 4th one is obviously our bread and butter is the premium brand and the functionality of all of our products as well. So we're not just creating products here, we're also creating a lifestyle. And then through that lifestyle, we help people through our products improve their overall life through reducing sugar, whether it be just a little teeny bit throughout their day or through their week, or all the way on the other side of the line, just based off of life-altering scenarios like our founder who was diagnosed with diabetes. So right. We're with people every step of the way, and super excited to share and showcase our products with not only everyone here in the U.S., but also in the world too. So,
well, I think for all of us, I was going to say, I think for all of us, sorry, Colleen, I think for all of us who are on a sugar hangover from last night, I think this is a very lovely product to start thinking about. And I'm assuming that sales, not just your blood sugar, but sales should spike today after eating all that free sugar last night. So kind of a time funny situation right here.
Yeah, of course.
And it all starts with, I mean, having a really solid quality product is crucial to sell on Amazon. You know,
Right.
people come to us since we have Feedback 5 all the time. They say, how can I get more reviews? But it all starts with having a good quality product. And Jordan's company, Lecanto, has over 100,000 reviews on their main product. So it's just, they have an astronomical amount of reviews. They have great feedback. I mean, the reviews are amazing. It's a product that you know, you are passionate about, your company's passionate about, you continually, you know, are adding more to your product line. And so, yeah,
It's a brand,
congratulations.
and it's a brand too. So
Yeah.
there's a mission, and you guys aren't departing from that too. So, which is fantastic. So Jordan, what sales did phenomenal. I'm assuming with, you know, lots of people learning that, you know, sugar is bad for you. That's just a fact. But in terms of the consumables, the health and wellness field, very tough to be successful. So what does that look like as it gets more competitive? Is there growth in different parts of the world? What does that next evolution for growth look like for you guys?
Yeah, great question, Ryan. And then diving into some of the successes that we've had on Amazon that have contributed to all of our success. So I've been in the e-commerce space not as long as Shar, but for about 8 to 9 years in the e-commerce space, and then also selling on Amazon for those 8 to 9 years as well. And just like Shar mentioned, that one constant thing is change. Amazon is always changing. E-commerce is always changing. So some of the ways that we've been able to keep up with this constant change is being able to utilize everything or anything and everything that is available to use on Amazon as well as off of Amazon too. But due to our size and volume, we've been invited to Amazon's beta programs, and we have a dedicated customer client success manager who's awesome, as well as every other people or person that we're connected to and work with at Amazon is great as well. But a big thing is that you mentioned, Ryan, is we have a brand. We have a brand story, a mission, a movement that we're creating. So just telling that brand story and getting customers to connect with it and make it a part of their lives, that is the biggest key. But some of the programs that we have utilized on Amazon, some of them have been mentioned, like Helium 10, Jungle Scout, Techometrics, but Vine program, the Amazon Posts, Subscribe and Save, advertising. So all sorts of sponsored products, sponsored brands on Amazon's platform, as well as off Amazon's platform to drive customers back to Amazon. We're starting to heavily focus more on video content, so that we can use those on product detail pages and product listings, as well as the advertising is on top of that. Because video nowadays is apparent that it is a king. Nobody really wants to read bullet points or product descriptions or whatever else. So just putting all of that information into an easily digestible video and putting that up anywhere and everywhere that we can, and focusing on deals, coupons, the business to business central opportunities that Amazon has in their Seller Central. But again, the big one is analyzing sales data, reports, market trends, figuring out better ways to improve customer experience by giving them more product information and building out the product detail pages from the top all the way down to the bottom, left to right, whatever it is. Just need to focus on that educational piece, informational piece. And again, like I said, get your customers connected with the brand, with our movement, with our story. So
that's amazing. And
then
I was going to say,
another big one. The last thing is obviously a big shout out to Ecom Engine, and the tool that we use from them currently is the Feedback 5. So it helps us get more Amazon reviews and ratings, and also to improve our seller feedback, which helps us streamline the things that are a little nuanced to do sometimes, but staying compliant with Amazon's policies is always a huge one. So we appreciate Colleen and everyone there at Ecom Engine as well. So
Sure. Thanks. Yeah, we love having you all as a customer, and we're just so proud of your success getting over 100,000 reviews and just killing it. You have the bestseller badge, and yeah, we're so excited that you're top seller of the year.
And Jordan, I don't know if you mentioned this. Did you Lecanto started on Amazon? Is that correct? It was not derived off of Amazon, and you guys just use this as a channel for expansion, correct?
No, we started. So we brought Lecanto over from our parent company to the U.S. in 2015.
Okay.
And there we started in brick and mortar locations and retailers. And then I think a year or two after that, so 2016 or 17 is when we first took that step onto Amazon and other e-commerce platforms. But Amazon has been obviously the biggest one
Right.
that we've had the most success on right now.
But retail, yeah, moving from retail to e-commerce. Okay, gotcha. That's
So
why I want to be.
still doing both of them.
Sure.
More that omni-channel feel. But yeah, still
Great
anywhere and
theme we have
everywhere,
here.
and
Exactly.
tons of brick and mortar locations all across US and Canada, wherever else it is, and then also online. So
Well, absolutely. Well, we're happy and we're excited for the growth of Lecanto, and congratulations once again to you and all the people who submitted their their exciting submissions. And go check out the storefront here in the link in the comment section, whether you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, that we're all on live, and you can rewatch this too to make sure you catch and see. If you're a seller and you're like, how do I become a top seller? Go ahead and check out those storefronts. Maybe get an idea, or reach out to Jordan and his team, and maybe they can help you out as well, or some of the great people who helped out. So Jordan, congratulations once again. It was a pleasure having you on, and
thank
we'll
you guys.
talk again here in the future.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Congrats,
No
everybody.
problem.
Thanks, Jordan. Yeah, we've
Awesome.
enjoyed having all of these sellers on today, and a couple of our sponsors did join us. So again, we just gave away over $10,000 in cash and prizes to top Amazon sellers. If you're interested in applying for the Seller of the Year awards next year, we do have a form that you can go ahead and fill out. So we'll put that in the comments just so that you'll be alerted once it does go live again next year. But I do want to say thank you to our sponsors. We have a couple. If any of them want to come on, we'd be happy
Yeah,
to
I'll pull
bring
them
you
up.
on. I think we have Chris McCabe from e-commerce Chris. As Jordan was saying, staying compliant with Amazon can be difficult, and Chris McCabe can help you with that. And then I'll also introduce Roni from Fortinet and give her a moment to chat as well. But let's turn it over to Chris.
Yeah, it's funny how everyone says that they're constantly facing challenges that are from all sides, right? From competitors, from Amazon itself, sometimes technical problems. And compliance-wise, new sellers sometimes don't have all their documentation at the ready or don't expect to be asked for certain things. That's one thing I've noticed. But it sounds like the winners here have a pretty good handle on all of this stuff. Maybe I'm kind of curious if they've had trouble with competitors trying to knock them off in any interesting or unsavory ways, but that didn't really come up today so far. So that sounds good.
Yeah, we didn't get into the dark and dirty details. I'm assuming that they're wanting to talk about here in a public forum. But
Right. I mean, just because anyone's
Email Chris
successful, just because on Amazon anyone successful tends to walk around with a target on their back for a certain amount of the year. So
absolutely. I'm assuming for as long as these sellers have been, you're gonna get attacked in one way or another, in various different ways, unfortunately, and that's a game that we're all doing in business or in e-commerce specifically. But is there anything stood out to you more, Chris, before we hand it over to Roni?
well, the first question I had was
Ronnie,
was
I'm
the first
sorry.
product that made me think of air fryers, right?
Right.
And I'm somebody who cooks almost never, so these are mysteries to me. So I need to follow up with Laura about the product. And
Link to the storefront.
lots of
Chris,
talk of
link to the
turkey,
storefront.
that got my attention too.
Yeah.
It's true.
I haven't had lunch yet, and I'm thinking about Thanksgiving already. So
Yeah,
That's
for
true.
those who joined late, our new seller of the year, it was Laura Lady from Fryaway, and she has a cooking oil solidifier that is a very planet-friendly way to dispose of your cooking oil. It makes it a lot easier. So if you're frying a turkey coming up pretty soon, or if you like to fry foods, it's a great product. So check her out.
nice.
Absolutely. Ronnie, excuse me. I said Roni. I am an idiot. I apologize for that. So if you unmute yourself, you can just bash me all you want in a public forum. Here you go. Oh, there you go. I think maybe we can hear you. Go and say it now. Oh no, we don't have a microphone hooked up for you. Let me see. I don't know if I can do anything in mic settings.
We can see you smiling.
We can see you.
So
We
that's
just
a
can't hear
start.
you. For everyone's watching this, yeah, she can wave. So the technology, but hopefully we can. If you figure that out, I apologize for that. And unfortunately, it's amazing with some of these great brands who are helping them. They want to find the exit, or if they want to find what their brand's worth, or any sort of just that next evolution of what a brand looks like. I know you guys are helping fantastic companies meet their goals in life, whether it be exiting or partnering or whatever that looks like. Check them out at fortunate.com or fortunate.net. It's there in the link. See, I even caught myself before I said the wrong website. So, Ronnie, thank you so much for hopping on and bearing witness to all of us, even though you can't say anything. I'm so sorry about that. So, oh my
And
gosh.
Ryan, we didn't give you a chance to really share about Frisbee. Probably many people know of your company formerly as First Choice Shipping, but you recently made the rebrand to Frisbee.
We
You wanna
did.
share a little bit about your company.
Yeah,
You help sellers.
I'm going to be doing a presentation to the Amazon Global Selling team here in less than an hour. So I'm ready to go, guys, all about Frisbee. No, if a lot of the amazing sellers here who've talked about expansion and whatnot and taking their brand to the next level. For sure, shipping. Now Frisbee, we've changed the name because we're more than just shipping. We wanted to dispel that notion. We're helping brands move to international markets through Amazon's the easiest way, but and beyond. But we're one of the top service providers in the space when it comes to making your brand to a new market. It could be Europe, it could be Australia. It was just announced Belgium was announced. So there's 20 plus marketplaces just in the Amazon ecosystem where you can start selling all these great products. So if you have trouble or looking to expand your brand, we're the company to help you out. Simply make it easier for you to build that brand even more.
I have a good Frisbee anecdote.
Yes.
I don't
Go
know
ahead.
if you're
I'm all
quickly
about
moving
it.
on to another topic.
We're moving on.
Ryan probably remembers at the Helium 10 conference that I grabbed a couple of his t-shirts. I think there's one purple one and one neon or like mint green one.
Like a mint green, yep.
So now, and then of course I was on the road for a while after that conference, driving through Nevada desert towards California. I wound up in Napa, but I now have all these pictures from later in September when I had run out of all my t-shirts with me and Frisbee. It was some free advertising that I gave you.
I haven't seen these pictures yet.
In the Nevada desert
exist.
where there were probably fewer than 10 people and just driving. I don't know if anyone's driven from Vegas to Tahoe. There's two different ways to do that. Most of those hours you don't see anyone. You just see sort of like dry desert. But I was wearing one of your shirts and occasionally stopped and took some pictures. So I'll have to get you those.
I'll have to see it, and we'll be tagged in that. So
I love that
that.
addition to my wardrobe. Yeah, thank you so much for keeping.
Well, we're happy to
keeping
help.
me.
Anyone who's interested in a t-shirt, just hit me up here on social media, or I can email me, and we'll be more than happy to send you one. But awesome, Colleen. If you want to have final words, I would thank all the sponsors who couldn't obviously attend today. I know they're all busy, and everyone here is busy, but I've been super excited to be a part of this event, and we're looking forward to 2023. They can sign up at ecomengine.com/Amazon-seller-awards for notification for when those 2023 nominations come out. Is that correct?
That's correct. And hopefully it's even bigger and better next year. So this year we had over $10,000 in cash and prizes awarded, and might be even bigger next year. So stay tuned. But again, congratulations to all of our winners, and thank you all for joining today, and wish you all great success in fourth quarter. So I know that's big business for Amazon sellers. So make lots of money this quarter so you can go to Bora Bora, Dominican Republic, all of those fun places like Laura and Shar are going to. So yeah, congratulations to our winners, and thanks to everybody who submitted nominations, and thanks again to all of our sponsors.
You're welcome.
Have a great
Congrats,
rest of
everyone.
the day. Thanks.
Bye-bye.